hello, welcome, I'm Table. This is Stormworks, right? This is a game where you build things, and I've got high hopes for it. We're currently sitting in a multiplayer match. There's Schmitters and Master. Schmitters was the one who put this. Ah! Okay, so that was clearly a static firing missile launcher. Oh my days, this is Schmitter's new vehicle. So he built a tank. Our plan is first to build a tank, right? And now he's built an armoured vehicle. He's clearly improved in skill. I'm just going to hold on to the side. There we go. Oh, he fired a missile. He fired a missile. I'm going to start opening his hatches. Oh, so it's a smaller jet engine version now. He's definitely improved. Oh, it's okay. The missile exploded. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. I wish it did damage. It's fire. Okay, we're going to build something now. I'm going to show you how the building works. Let's go. So I'm going to build a very simple engine, right? And I'm going to show you... Well, I'm not even going to build a simple engine. I'm going to build a good engine, right? And I'm going to show you the pitfalls. Now... It's a little bit clunky. You can see I'm immediately having trouble dragging these blocks out. I don't know why it gets a bit grumpy about it. Ah, there we go. Now, unfortunately, these rotate keys, I haven't been able to remap them. It's kind of like built in. You can't remap them into new keys, which is unfortunate. So, let's just put on a couple more rows on here. No, see, it just doesn't like it. Let's just do that. Right. So, first things first, when you place your engine, don't use mirror mode. If you're putting on one engine, don't mirror it because it really doesn't like it at all. So I'm going to go for a medium engine. There's small, medium and large. We're going to go for a medium and I'm going to rotate that sucker. No, I'm not going to rotate that sucker actually. I'm going to have my engine I do want an offset engine. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so now you have to select the pipe, right? You have to select your pipe. It's tab to bring up that menu, by the way. And you've got to check. So coolant out, coolant in, exhaust, exhaust, and fuel. And on the front, you have an air intake. You know what? If we're going to do it like this, I'm just going to keep it even more simple. I'm going to put the engine... I'm going to put the engine on the center line, which is that one. Okay, so let's just do that. Let's put this, the purple block you're seeing, that's center of gravity, okay? So, we're going to go fuel. We're going to go for a fuel tank. Solid rocket tank? Oh, no, I just need to go tank. Okay, tank. And then we just need a fluid tank. So I'm going to go for a large fluid tank. And we're just going to rotate that and whack that. Oh, there. Now, it's got two tubes, right? But we need to find out where the fuel intake is. I'm guessing that the fuel intake was on this side, right? So let's leave one gap for pipes and then check. So you have to go to pipes, exhaust, coolant, fuel. So fuel is at the very top. So what we could do is if we just click and drag this and go to there, then we can put a pipe like this, loop, 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 like that. Not quite like that. Erase. I don't know what the quick key for erase is, so you just have to go up to the top. And we put that on there, like so. Now I know it is complicated, but you will get the hang of it. Now here's another little pro tip for you. Go to paint, pick a colour, we just use beige, and paint your pipes, okay? Mark your pipes. So we now know that flesh colour is fuel, okay? So next one, what do we need? We got coolant, exhaust. We have two exhaust pipes, and then we have coolant out and coolant in. So let's just make sure that we know which one's which. Again, if it's mirror mode, it swaps those around for some reason. So I'm going green for coolant in, red for coolant out, okay? Easy. And we've got enough space to play around there just fine. So then let's choose another key for our exhaust. So we've used flesh for fuel, so let's use orange for exhaust, right? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to have my pipes point straight up, like so, and then just do that. I mean, that looks fine, doesn't it? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to pipe, and you have these pipe blocks that have, that's a T-section, straight case, enclosed. So I'm just going to put that on like that. And then we go to exhaust, because you have to put the end bit on. And then we need one of these. So we're going to put some exhaust on like so. So now we've got exhaust. 2 exhaust pipes. You can link them up and make them look a little fancier than that. But at this point, I'm not overly concerned. Now, with cooling, we've messed around with liquids. You hook up a liquid tank, you could pump it, and you have these valves that show which way the liquid should travel. But none of that worked. So we didn't actually have any cooling on our engine. But I'm going to attempt to cool it in this one. So let's go for air intake. Let's go for a blue pipe. Now we only have the one intake for air. So I'm just literally going to do, actually, I do want more air intake. So let's be a little bit more elaborate. Not pi, I want pipe, but it still gave me the right thing I wanted. So it seems you can type in pi. Now the reason I have done that is because there's a power outlet here. So I need to give that a bit of space. Hello pipe, rotate to where I want, please, thank you. And then let's just drag these up to there and there. Whack on a couple of bits. Oh no, there we go, intake. And it's this thing here. Oh, what's this? Fluid intake. Oh, small jet intake. Okay, what we need is an air scoop. And these have to face forward, from what I understand. Like so. There we go. Obviously, if I was in mirror mode, you can mirror all this. I don't know why I'm not. I probably should. Let's whack on mirror mode on the x-axis. There we go. That's fine. So you've got our air intakes. I've got a little bit of extra pipe. So we've got air intakes. We've got exhaust. Now, coolant, right? This is where things get a little bit complicated. So coolant in is there. Coolant out is there. I need a radiator system because I haven't got liquid working. And we have these fluid heat radiators, right? I don't know if they need to be facing into incoming air. I don't know if they just radiate the heat out. I don't know how close you make them to each other. But I've only used one before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get crazy elaborate with this. And I'm going to stagger a collection of them like so. Let's see. So I could have like, if they go in, that's a very large weapon firing. There's recently been a weapons DLC, so if you hear gunfire, I'm pretty sure all of those bullets, I'm certain all of those bullets are going into my face. I would wager good money that it's going into my face, without a doubt. So, if I put it there, right, and if I give it a gap of 1, let's try this, right? This is my theory. So we're going to have, I could probably build them closer. I'm going to build them closer. Oh, terrible downside of mirror mode. I had my tank offset and I've deleted it. So let's go back to large fuel tank. Oh, screw it. Let's go medium fuel tank. I don't need a big fuel tank. It's fine. Don't need a big fuel tank. Can I please paint it? Okay. So, back to the radiators. Whoop. Radiators. Oh, what's this? Heat exchanger. Air-to-air heat exchanger. Air-to-air. Oh, it's air heat exchanger. I've not spelt radiator right. Fluid heat radiator 3x3. Fluid heat radiator 5x5. So there's just larger ones. So why don't I just have a larger one? I didn't realise that, Schmitters. You didn't tell me that there was larger ones. And in fact, that's really convenient because if we look here, I can get rid of that and just pop in a bit of curly pipe. Now I want to drag that to there. I want to replace that. There we go. So let's just whack that on there, right? Actually, what am I doing? Look where I've put that thing. That's really terrible design. Do you know what? I just want to show you a working engine, and I want to see if this radiator does in fact cool my engine. So now we go to red pipes, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm going to do that right, and then we're just going to have these two like so. It's a shame you can't remap the rotation keys. The other issue with the fluid is that if you don't colour them yourself and you don't pay attention to which way the liquid travels, you just don't know. So there's no real indication of liquid traveling. So it can be a tad problematic. Whilst I'm here, I am going to put on a large tank. I don't know why I'd prefer a large tank. Oh, I've got medium again. I just feel like I want a large tank. That's on. Okay. Good. Progress made. So we have our inlet in and out. I'm going to make this red. We have our green coolant. Now we get to think about power, right? So we've got a fuel tank on this side. I need battery power. So we're going to go batteries. And I'm going to go for a medium battery, right? And all you've got to do is place them, right? Because power is a whole different thing. So I'm going to go 2 batteries, and I'm going to go generator. And I'm going to go for a medium generator, and I'm going to put it right here, okay? So now generators need to be powered. Oh, I'm so tempted to delete it. I am going to delete it. All will become clear. I'll go to generator again. I'm just going to move it forward one. There we go. Now it's level with a section of pipe that it can't connect to. Oh, okay. That's fine. We'll just go forward. We'll just go out one. I don't know why I'm panicking. I'm not panicking. Let's go for P. Pink for power. P for power. Pink for power. And then we have to hook it up with a pipe of its own, because that's the power outlet. Power outlet right there. And we just need to link that sucker up, right? Like so. It's not complicated, guys. It's doable. It's doable. If I can figure it out, you can figure it out. The tank tracks alone for this game are worth it. Okay, so now that's power connected. However, I don't have only power to worry about. I have to think about... if I... Oh, it won't let me just attach. Okay. I have to also think about movement as well. So my engine will charge my generator, which will in turn charge my batteries. My generator will power things, but I also have to power my movement, right? So I need a T-junction right here. So let's just put that on there. Hey, like that. Okay, good. So I will put tank tracks on this because I want to show you tank tracks. I think they're amazing. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. So let's put on the axis. And let's just delete some of these bits. Let's just clean that off there. We're going to clean off this bit. Sure, why not? And then maybe 2 off the back. Sound good? I think so. So it's a little bit cleaned up. Now let's add some blocks in white. Let's go like so. That's a good height. And then we're going to go to tank. Oh, track. Track, no. Ah, here, this is the thing I need. Drive wheel. Large. How big is large? Medium. Medium's fine. Even medium's a bit big. Small. So you'll see that it wants to go on a block, but it needs a pipe. So you have to put on one of these straight through ones. There we go. Excuse me. Just losing my voice. Oh, it's T-junction one. No. Straight pipe. Straight and closed. That's what we want. So we whack those on there. And then we go back to our tank tracks. And we put that on like so. Now, now I know I deleted this. I'm sorry. I'm putting it back on. But as long as your row matches this, it will automatically put on your treads. I don't know if you stagger it between medium and small if it works. But I know if I whack on a load of smalls, it will make that into a track, okay? Which is amazing that it automatically does that for you. I really like that a lot. Got a lot of time for that. I think it's amazing. Let's whack on some more pipe. Are we nearly there? I might be lying to you a little bit there. Why is that not liking that level? Oh, I'm way off. I'm way off correct. No, I can figure this out. Just get rid of that one and that one. We can do this. Whoop, whoop. And then we go for another T-junction. Huh? Yeah, another T-junction. Very elaborate on the drive pipes. I want to build in redundancy. So like if I get hit by a shell, then I have some means to be able to protect myself. Right, drive pipes are on. We need a seat. The one you want is this one, the compact pilot seat. Let's put this in a different color. Okay, compact pilot seat. Now you're going to need a couple of buttons. First of all, you're going to need a button, which is just a push button. You're going to need one of those just to activate the engine, right? So I'm going to put that right there. And then you're going to need a throttle. Okay, there we go. Throttle. Let's move that like so. No, that's the wrong way around. There we go. Throttle up, throttle down. We need to have a gauge. I'd like to see. Is that a heat gauge? No. Display. Ah, yes. Artificial horizon, buzzer, compass, dial. Dial. I think it's dial. I'm going to go with dial. Oh, it even told me what it does. Rotating needle for displaying numerical values. Okay, dial, yeah. Okay, it's a dial. Let's just put our dial there, but rotate it round so it's facing like that. Okay, good. Now, we go to power. We've got a button, steering wheel, tank tracks, fuel. I think we're good. We need to go to power now. So you get to this light bulb. I know it looks overwhelming, right? But if you see a solid dot, the small ones, as an input, as an output of the device, and a one with a hole in is an input. Okay, once you think of it in those terms, it's a lot easier. So I'm going to connect my push button, which is here, to the engine's starter. Push button pressed. Where's my engine starter? Ah, here. Starter. Push button starter. So I go from there to there. So now my push button indicates that. One of these will say heat. Let's have a look. For my engine. Temperature. Temperature to my gauge. Okay? So now I indicate my temperature to my gauge. The throttle needs to be hooked up to the engine. There. So now my throttle buttons will throttle up my engine. That simple, okay? Now, my axis on my steering wheel, I need it to go... Oh, I don't have a clutch. So I'm not going to go forwards. Clutches... I haven't quite figured out clutches. We haven't quite got the tanks to work properly. Well, I haven't quite got them to work properly. So we're going to settle for a working engine for now. So don't worry about the steering wheel. Fan on and off. It has a fan on. That's why it wasn't cooling anything. It has a fan. That's why it doesn't work. Key button. There we go. So if I add a key button, right? And I just go back to this, go back to my data thing, activate. Now my radiator will turn on. You have to turn your radiators on, Schmitters. That's why they weren't cooling. You have to turn them on. Which makes me think that maybe the pumps need to be turned on. Although he used a button that said always on. But I prefer switches, personally. Right, that switch is on. What's over here? Key button. Oh, hang on a second. Got to turn off my mirror mode. I'm causing problems over here. I've got a load of buttons that I don't need. Let's get rid of those. Yeah, okay, it's okay. Right, so all our buttons and gauges are on. Now all I need to do is hook it up to power. Power's way easier. So you just have your engine, you have your batteries. You can link it however you want. I think it's just a case if you link this to that, and this got destroyed, I think it cuts the entire chain. So that's not so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag everything out from my engine like so. And then that will, in turn, power and charge everything. Although, does the generator's power flow back to these? I don't know. Actually, that's a terrible idea. It should be It should be more like this. I'm pretty sure I'm being shot right now. They're way ahead of me on this. They are way, way ahead. I'm going to link the generator to everything. That's what I'm going to do. The generator can link to everything. And then we've got our engine. There we go. Guys, we are ready. All I've got to do is save it, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be immediately destroyed. You have to click this first. Don't go up here. Click that first. Table, engine vid. Perfect. Right. Then all we've got to do is spawn it in. And here it is. Look. So the tank treads have automatically been put on, right? How good is that? You can see all our bits are on here and everything. We've got our exhaust. We've got our working engine. So let's hop on the seat. Tab is third person. But for this point, we don't need tab. We need to have a look. So first, let's turn on this. It's on. Now my radiator is on, right? Starter button. But you have to throttle up a little bit. Okay, so you can see that my engine is putt-putting. I did not set my dial, but it is holding steady. It's at 28.5, 28.6. Whatever that means, it's not increasing dramatically high. So it's good, right? What's that thing turning towards me? But the theory is sound, right? The theory is sound. The engine is working. It does sort of work. Cooling, the number didn't drastically increase. I'm gonna go turn off. I'm gonna go turn off my I'm gonna go turn off my radiator. Let's just turn that off. I much prefer keys. Key switches are so much better. Let's have a look at what this is. Oh, overheated. Oh wow, okay. So that's did he make that? I must check. Yeah, it's a working rotary autocannon, hey? Okay. But it's awfully basic. Constant number, numerical inverter. It gets... Oh, dang it. Yee! Oh, man! Let's go look at Schmitter's thing. So, no, actually, let's go back to my vehicle. Oh, God. So, yeah. And look at the tank treads. It automatically puts them on. I want to know if you can combine smaller and larger, and I'd like to know if you could stagger them. I think if you stagger them, like on a normal tank, you have two tank treads. So, like, if I just don't think they'd work properly. I don't know how it would work. It would look strange, I think. Well, I mean, Schmitter's wins the style prize because he's actually got a vehicle. This is just a platform with a minigun. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just, it's not as fancy, and we like fancy around here. So yeah, that's the vehicle. Not bad, huh? It doesn't drive, but we're getting there. And I've spent very little time on this game, probably about 2 hours. So it's pretty good. This Stormworks. I've been Table. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Take care of yourselves. Have a good day. See ya.